Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Mark, chapter 16. Let's get started now. The book of Mark, chapter 16, is the final chapter in the Gospel of Mark and recounts the events following the resurrection of Jesus Christ. This chapter has a lot of significance for Christians as it shows the triumph of life over death and the fulfillment of Christ's mission on earth. In this essay, we will provide a detailed lesson and teaching application of the complete story of Mark 16. Mark 16 starts with the account of the discovery of the empty tomb by Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome. They had come to the tomb to anoint Jesus' body with spices, but they found that the stone had been rolled away and the tomb was empty. A young man dressed in white appeared to them and told them that Jesus had risen from the dead and that they should tell his disciples to meet him in Galilee. This account of the resurrection of Jesus is central to the Christian faith. It affirms the belief that Jesus is the Son of God and that he conquered death. It is also a powerful reminder that death is not the end and that we too can have eternal life through faith in Jesus Christ. The next part of Mark 16 tells of Jesus' appearance to his disciples. He rebukes them for their lack of faith and then commissions them to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. This great commission is a call to all Christians to share the good news of salvation with the world. It reminds us that we are called to be witnesses for Christ and to share his love and message of hope with others. Mark 16 also speaks about the signs that will accompany those who believe. These signs include the ability to cast out demons, speak in new tongues, pick up serpents, and drink deadly things without being harmed. While these signs may seem strange or even miraculous, they serve to remind us of the power of faith in Jesus Christ. They also point to the fact that as Christians, we are not meant to live in fear or anxiety, but rather we can trust in God's protection and provision. The final verses of Mark 16 speak of Jesus' ascension into heaven. He is seated at the right hand of God, and the disciples went out and preached everywhere, with the Lord working alongside them and confirming their message with miraculous signs. There are several lessons that we can learn from the story of Mark 16. Firstly, it is a powerful reminder of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and the hope that it brings to all who believe in him. Secondly, it challenges us to share the message of salvation with others and to be witnesses for Christ in our daily lives. Thirdly, it reminds us of the power of faith and the protection and provision that God offers to his people. One of the most important teachings in Mark 16 is the Great Commission. This commission is a call to action for all Christians to share the gospel with the world. It reminds us that we are called to be witnesses for Christ and to make disciples of all nations. This can be done through evangelism, sharing the message of Christ with those who do not know him, and also through acts of service and kindness that reflect the love of Christ. Mark 16 also speaks about the signs that will accompany those who believe. These signs are not meant to be taken as a checklist or a requirement for salvation, but rather as evidence of the power of faith in Jesus Christ. They remind us that as Christians, we are not meant to live in fear or anxiety, but rather we can trust in God's protection and provision. Another lesson we can learn from Mark 16 is the importance of obedience. Jesus' rebuke of the disciples for their lack of faith shows us that faith and obedience are closely linked. We are called to trust in God's promises. Furthermore, the chapter reminds us of the importance of sharing the gospel with others. Jesus commanded his disciples to go and preach the good news to all nations, and this call is still relevant today. As Christians, we are called to share the love and grace of God with those around us, and to lead them to a life-changing encounter with Jesus. The book of Mark, chapter 16 also reminds us of the power of prayer and faith. We see in the story of the disciples that they were able to perform miraculous acts through their faith and belief in Jesus. This is a powerful reminder to us that we too can access the same power through our faith and prayer life. In conclusion, the book of Mark, chapter 16 is a powerful and transformative passage of the Bible. It teaches us about the resurrection of Jesus and how it changed the lives of his followers. We see in this chapter that Jesus not only conquered death, but also sin and the power of the devil. The resurrection is the cornerstone of the Christian faith, and it gives us hope and assurance that we too can have eternal life with God. The book of Mark, chapter 16, is a rich and transformative passage of the Bible that has the power to change our lives. It teaches us about the resurrection of Jesus, the importance of sharing the gospel, and the power of faith and prayer. May we all seek to live out these teachings in our daily lives and share the good news with those around us. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.